Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to more Dota 2 action here, the International 2018 Group Stages, Day 3. We have another series on our hands now, TNC Predator versus VGJ.Storm. I'm ODPixel, I'll be joined by Fog for this one, and this one, it should be exciting. We got to see some Storm ourselves the other day, but we haven't casted any TNC, and they're always a hell of a lot of fun to watch, these boys.
It's also a pretty important game for looking at the standings.
Top two at the moment in their group.
Yep. So this could be like a make or break for the top of the group right now.
Yeah, this is a hype one.
Yeah, very important match for that reason. I am excited to see more of Storm because not a bias caster. Just kidding. I mean, they have a couple of the people that I play with in the past. I love these guys. They've been on a hot streak. They're looking real sharp. It seems like they prepared really well for TI this time around. TNC, I was super excited to see TNC coming into this, and I'm glad to see that they're doing so well. I think
TNC has just been one of those lineups that really just has been on an uphill rise over a long time, and it's just been constant improvement from these boys. So this match, Storm, sure, they've got the more wins in the bag, but TNC, they are certainly going to give it a fight, and they have some just individual star players. Like Armel, we know, he's been a beautiful one to have on your fantasy cards, that's for sure. Yeah, at least yesterday. Got some great points on him.
Zero Storm, VGJ.Storm picking Earthshaker. A first ban Earthshaker from TNC Predator.
They know something, maybe.
Yeah.
They know something. But something indeed that Storm hasn't shown actually on the group stage games, but maybe behind closed doors.
Let's see how high Venge is rated in this match. I think Venge. I think Venge and Mirana might be the highest right now for these two teams, because Mirana, I think, is where Yawar is. Yawar shines. That might be his best hero at the moment, and Armel as well.
You know, we've obviously seen Sylar make the Terrorblade, but have we seen Raven play any Terrorblade games here at TI? Because he is sort of the other player that comes to mind when I think of one of the best Terrorblade players in the game. Has he been allowed to play?
He has not played a Terrorblade.
He's not played any Terrorblade.
However, they've actually been running. Okay, they've been running Sam H a couple times on the Mirana as well. It seems. I think. Yeah, a couple Sam H games where he dominated on the Mirana. They've run it in multiple positions.
Oh, and I saw those. This is also one of those teams that actually has been able to make sort of the safe lane Wraith King work. Raven has been playing the Wraith King.
Has been.
As of course we are seeing Wraith King most of the time in that position 3. And talking about Wraith King, of course they banned it out first because they don't want Storm to have it.
They banned DK as well, which is one of the other heroes that is Storm's like. They really like this hero. Yeah. But it's not something you tend to see in the opener. So we have a lot of those heroes left in the pool. We have the Venge, we've got the Silencer, we've got the Willow. Let's see what they choose to prioritize here. Storm, they really do like the Willow.
I think you got to say the Willow.
TNC Predators.
But they also have the Mirana. So they have
probably of what you're saying,
Mirana.
And because TNC, they can play Mirana in a multitude of roles.
Yeah. So the Venge, I think if they don't pick the Mirana, they get Venge Mirana. So TNC, they're going to take Willow. That's kind of like a takeaway pick, but also they're really, really good with this Willow.
Are they Wyvern players, TNC?
That doesn't sound like TNC to me. Yeah, I don't see it. The Drow Rangers left in the pool. They've ran a lot of Drow Ranger as well.
10 seconds. VGJ.Storm's turn.
They go for the PL. Okay. That's something they have not picked so often, but that might be something that they've decided and deduced that is very good versus the Mirana overall in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, they run the PL in 2 roles as well, right? They used to run it on mid and on safe lane. Not too sure now because they haven't played it here, not just yet at least.
5 seconds remaining.
Do they just take Venge? But they have a PL, so you might be put away from taking the Venge here. Maybe. Could be the other option for Storm. To deal with PL. I'm never like kind of counting anything out with these guys now because they picked that support Sven the other day.
What, they did?
They picked support Sven yesterday. They left Broodmother and they won with Sven, and they were pretty much baiting Pain to pick Brood because they were like, all right, we'll just transition and it will support Sven versus Clinks for the AoE stun. Okay, so they take the Necrophos. So they've picked 2 cores.
I was going to who's most likely to play who out of those 2, would you say?
I think Yawar
it's got to be Yawar
Marana.
It's got to be Yawar Marana, right?
I would prefer seeing Yawar Marana and
Snaking
Vet Necro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Save Rezo's hero to later.
10 seconds remaining.
How'd they run it yesterday? Yawar actually played in the Necrophos and Snaking played the Marana. So
they did it both.
They've ran it in multiple different ways. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's open-ended, right? We don't know. They always try to get the lanes that they want.
Yeah.
So this is how you try to do that, by keeping yourself open.
A Pugna Bam. Come out for the Storm. Running that Necro. Don't want to have to deal with that one. TNC. I mean, what else has sort of Storm been dominating with?
Everything. They won everything.
I mean, wait, sure,
they won like everything.
But it's sort of reoccurring heroes. Any sort of other heroes that they've been getting through a lot?
They love Ogre. They really love Ogre. Yep. And he does a bit of a different build. I've been seeing him maxing the stun a lot of the time. It's kind of cool. It's another one. They're still Defenge if they want to do that, but they might want heroes that suit better versus PL. More AoE based.
I mean, with that in mind, could they go for another game with the support Sven? You got a bit of clean.
I
AoE stun.
I did think about it for a second, but it is disjointable pretty easily with
Sure.
Oh, okay. The Nyx ban is cool. Nyx ban is nice. I know that I saw them play Nyx, did I not? They did, yeah, okay, they did yesterday too. And I saw MSS owning with the Nyx, so. That's a great hero versus Willow.
What may indicate we might see what Armel plays sort of an in-hero mid.
Could be as well.
The Tinkers, the ODs.
Tinkerstorm OD.
Yeah.
Silencer, making it all the way down here, does get taken out now as well. Silencer is very good versus Necrophos. I think Silencer is just very good, period. As we've seen, having it be so highly prioritized. Take an Enigma.
An interesting Enigma ban. So, assuming that Resolution would play the Marana or the Necrophos there, TNC with that ban, still targeting the offlane. But I'd be surprised if Rezo plays one of these 2. I'm sure they want to get something else for Resolution.
Yeah, I would imagine so as well. Yeah.
VGJ.Storm.
CM
okay.
Gets through and they'll take it. TNC.
Safe pick. Doesn't reveal a whole lot.
I think still adds up to Armel picking something in the mid lane that is going to be spamming spells like an int hero, such as
Storm Lina.
Storm Lina, the big ones that come to mind.
Yeah, just waste to burst through the Necrophos. I mean, mixed magical physical.
To the point where if they leave it too long in the draft, I wouldn't be surprised if TNC maybe VGJ.Storm to ban out the Lina, because it is that good against the Necro and the Marana as well. Marana, very squishy hero.
So Ogre Revenge, unless they want to draft some more. Ogre Revenge, unless they want to draft some more AoE to be able to deal with the PL once you get the illusions built up. They are taking a bit of their time.
And the Venge just seems so good. I mean, at least in the games that we've seen. Oh, I was asking the other day, where has this hero been? It's not been a hot one at all.
It's a disable
the Chikiro.
Disable that goes through the Willow's whatever invisible thingy, right? Too.
Sure. Yep. You can certainly do a lot against her through the Shadow Realm. I guess it's pretty nice. The huge AoE against the PL's army.
Yep. You know, he's going to be able to connect some spells on there.
I like it.
All right, cool. Interesting.
I like it. That would be what the SVG Chikiro, right? Or the MS,
yeah,
be SVG, right?
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
And we've seen.
5 seconds.
Let's see. We saw one Jakiro today already, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's picked on the other side. It was picked yesterday too. Okay. So what are we up to? We're up to like 105 heroes and more. Damn.
Oh yeah, we're
fast.
Getting close to hitting them all. There's a very small selection that haven't been touched upon.
CK, Techies, Darkseer, Dazzle, Coddle.
Oh, and there we go. That's exactly.
They take the Lina, right?
Exactly what we said.
The Lina, I mean, versus Necrophos.
It was obvious.
Versus Necro, you kind of expect this now because it's just that mixed damage and the way to burst through the Ghost Shroud.
And it's good. Yeah, it's very good. A Storm. They can obviously look for sort of the... If they do want to put, say, Rezo on one of those heroes, they can still look for like the TA for
If they want the TA, they have to pick it. They have to pick it right here.
Yeah, if they do want to drop that one in.
But in the grand scheme of things, TA great versus Lane versus Lina, not so good versus Phantom Lancer.
Absolutely not. The PL's going to have a good time down the line.
Willow's also pretty good versus TA. Where's the MSS hero, right? Where's the MSS hero?
That's the one we're going to be
What's it
looking
gonna
for now,
be?
surely. What good four is still left in?
They don't run the Phoenix as the 4, right? No, they run it as the 5.
The Shaker's gone, the Nick's
Shaker's
gone.
Yeah.
TNC Predators turn.
Oh, the Resolution Void.
Oh, okay. So that hard lockdown for PL.
The hard catch.
We did mention yesterday that we were kind of expecting the games to eventually, once we get to group stage, develop into the PLs and the Voids, these safer, traditional carries that, you know, you scale all the way throughout the game. So they've got their 3 cores in theory, unless, I mean, you don't know. This Mirana could just be pushed to support or something super bizarre. I doubt it. I highly, highly doubt it, but...
And of course now the Jakiro pick makes much more sense. The Void Jakiro is just a disgusting amount of damage.
What could they pick with the Void? Can they go for the Elder Titan?
VGJ.Storm.
But then that would be SVG0. Well, I guess MSS could play the Jakiro.
MSS could play the Elder Titan.
But it's SVG0.
Yeah, I mean, that is true, but...
Sure, I mean, sure,
with the
MSS
Void,
can play it.
So I'm thinking something that can synergize decently with the Chrono. I thought about Skywrath for a second, and I was like, nah, never mind. If you get the silence initially on the PL, it's great, but as the game progresses, you're not great. Where...
Oh yeah, Elder Titan is that's the dream hero.
I think ET fits pretty well. It amplifies for your Necrophos ultis too, so you can ult people earlier.
It's nice for Mirana.
You make everyone do a lot more damage. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sold.
I can see it.
Let's get an ET in.
What other ones would be the... I thought the other one would be the Tusk, yeah. The MSS Tusk, but that was taken out.
VGJ.Storm's turn.
Van Axe. What's it gonna be? Give me some MSS Elder Titan. Come on, baby. They haven't picked it at all, but I'm still hopeful. I think I've seen him play Willow every game.
Oh, you know what it's a good game for?
Which Willow?
The techies. Think about it. Dragon Lay, they can never push. These heroes are squishy. They just die in a couple of bombs.
5 seconds remaining.
One day will happen. We're still yet to see a techies.
You're just hoping to get that last big techies.
We're still yet to see a techies, aren't we?
We're yet to see a lot of heroes. There's Techie, Slark, Slardar, Razor, Meepo, Quap, Naga, Nightstalker, OD, PA. There's still quite a lot. So about 16 heroes missing. Come on.
Elder Time would be beautiful.
I think it looks pretty nice for the overall game plan. They could still just do the Venge and be...
What about a Witch Doctor? What happened to him? Bring Witch Doctor back.
TNC Predators turn.
Oh! An Earth Spirit from Storm.
Okay, so that's
surprising.
It's a combo breaker. It's pretty annoying to play Lina versus Earth Spirit overall.
Sure.
They can put pressure on the laning phase too if they do that.
Okay.
They have the Mirana in the mid lane. I said we don't really know how the lanes are going to be. They've got cool synergy with the Chrono though. The Arrow, they've got Jakiro. Earth Spirit has easy ways to set up your spells too if there's a Chrono out. And now they've got 2 initiators. I think that's maybe what they were looking for. 2 ways to start the fight. Now they've got Earth Spirit can run in, start chaos, right? And then people start clumping up, or start, whatever, you start losing track of everything, then the Void can follow up.
Wait, bro. Why has Tiny been ignored?
I know, I was gonna say on the 4th pick, but...
There's a Tiny still in the pool.
Yeah. I thought it was
surely Sam H plays that. Is Tiny not fantastic at bursting the Necro down?
And the top Void.
It's very annoying as a Void. You put that Mask of Man and you're dead.
I mean, they're out of time. Let's see.
Choose your hero.
Can get punished a bit by Earth Spirit.
I gotta be honest, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, the Prophet pick.
Yeah, we
doesn't feel sort of like.
You are mid. Yep. Off lane snaking Necro. We were right from our initial deduction. For that one at least. All right.
I mean, so the Prophet. So yeah, going for sort of that pushing split. Trying to avoid sort of this team fight, I guess, that Storm are going to have a very impressive hit with the Void, the Jakiro.
They have to avoid team fight. TNC is like actually pretty much dedicated now to the split push and trying to catch people off guard when they're splitting up. Just looking at their heroes, their team fight is there's like nothing. Their team fight is way less than VG.Storm. VG.Storm has like everything for their team fight here. Void, Earth Spirit, Jakiro, Necro. Okay.
It's going to be interesting.
So different styles coming out
because Sam H, you know, he could have gone for that team fighter, sort of as we're saying there. a stunner like that at the time. I mean, even like his one of his classics, the Sand King. But so TNC, yeah, opting to avoid sort of the team fight draft and try and play around the separate lanes and go for the split plays.
They're so squishy.
Oh yeah, if whoever gets caught in a chrono dies.
They're dead. They're 100% dead. They are so squishy on their heroes.
There's no save either as well. I mean, the only save will be Tim's with the Terrorize. Terrorize can be very good against the chrono.
That's not really it's a yeah. Okay. Fair.
Sure, at the end of the day, the Jakiro's probably thrown his spells down already. It can stop the Void from sort of punching away, but
you're pretty
it's not a reliable save. For sure.
You're speedy. You can see that Terrorize coming in.
Yeah.
If you're inside your chrono. Okay, so they're very squishy, but this is two completely different styles we have coming out. TNC, they're looking split up the map, try to win lanes. VGJ.Storm is fight mid game, do okay in lanes, and then fight mid game. And their fight is incredibly strong. Okay, let's see which style.
Let's have a look.
Can take it away.
TNC versus VGJ.Storm. Game 1 as well. We're going to get 2 of these beauties coming to you, lads and ladies, at home here in the TI8 group stages. I'm Pixel here with Fogged, and the game is beginning on your screen. So let's see how well TNC can do and if they can outplay and outmaneuver the brute force of a 5-man that's likely to be coming in from VGJ.Storm in that mid game.
SVG's got some fun starting items. Usually it's the 3-mango tango, but he's got the 4-mango tango. 4-mango double tango. Hero's already got such high mana pool. You can spam out so many spells. And we'll see what MSS can make happen on this Earth Spirit and how Snake can do down bottom. He might struggle a bit. That's the one thing, is the lanes are still pretty strong from TNC. It's just all about not fighting 5v5 versus Storm unless you are fighting them without their ultimates. Or without a few ultimates, or you get a pick off or you have number advantage. So Yawar. We've seen this from VGJ.Storm in most of their games, and we've seen a lot of teams transitioning to doing this as you bring your mid player to the start of the rune battle. At least just for a quick moment. And then you go back for your block.
Middle is missing.
So mid matchup. This is a fun one because they're both these are 2 of the heroes with that above 600 attack range.
Sure. I mean, surely this is one with the Lina wins.
Lina
right?
wins, yep.
You just shove the lane in, you're pretty vulnerable to the magical nukes as a Mirana early on.
They both have pretty slow attack, flying in the air. Oh, Rezo actually gets the bounty rune aggressively, so that's why he got the tip from his teammate. It's some heavy harassment for it, but well worth it.
Let's see. As I say, I feel like the Lina's going to have the edge, and it is Armel Lina. I mean, it's, Yawar has been playing phenomenally.
Yes.
On the Mirana.
Definitely.
Like this really has been just a display after display from him in his Mirana games. But Armel, he is a bit of an SEA legend. We'll see how this matchup does pan out.
The glyph to block the damage. So two of the lanes should go. Actually, like, all 3 lanes they're pretty damn good for TNC. Like even the bottom lane is strong, and mid should take a bit of an advantage over the Mirana. And top, I mean, it's Nature's Prophet plus a Willow, and it's versus a Void. So Void you're not going to see them really get kills on the Jakiro Void, but they should be able to farm at least on the Void, but under some pressure. But yeah, TNC's lanes look solid. Commit forward, Cuckoo. Gets hit by the roll. Needs a death pulse as well. Will be okay.
Not quite enough. Take him down there.
Doesn't have a salve though, so will stay at low HP, which kind of hurts Raven a bit. Then he's just going to get harassed constantly by Snake. SVG burned all of his mana already, actually, spamming 4 dual breaths in the laning phase to try to take care of the treants.
He's got the mangoes, right?
He's got the mangoes, but very smart play there by Sam H, by the way. He actually just right-clicked the...
Oh, misclick there from
misclick
Rezo.
By Rezo, yeah. Sam H actually right-clicked SVG with the treants, so he couldn't pull. Because as soon as he pulls, the treants actually aggro the pull camp, and it doesn't end up equalizing the lane. So, yeah, top lane big win for TNC already.
Rezo's got to be careful now, as he'll have no TP, so he really cannot afford to get taken down.
Was he quelling blading a tree?
He was trying to quelling blade, and he had it in the wrong slot. He's moved the quelling blade now. It just looked like he had his hotkeys the wrong way around. The slots.
Sometimes it happens.
It happens.
Maybe quick.
I've done it millions of times.
Oh, I know. MSS in the mid lane with the haster. Oh.
Oh, didn't put a rock down.
He just kicked him away. They don't have the arrow.
I guess they wouldn't have had it anyway. He just wanted to kick him.
All right.
In terms of lanes, Rezo's Void the only one really suffering at the moment, but it's pretty close. Just got to salve out to him. But SamH getting that little bit more out of this lane. 10-11 for 7 against the 9 for 1 of Reza.
Snaking's the big winner at least right now. First Storm on this bottom lane, getting a lot of farm.
Mid lane, 16 for 6 against the 12 for 2. Armel continue to have that edge, as we expected.
Yeah, should get just a bit of an edge for sure. Tim's eating some harassment up top. Going to the realm. Rezo gonna have to time walk that damage away, but no regen left on Rezo. And SVG is only got 2 tangos remaining, and they're looking for Rezo.
Rezo won't get caught out by the root, but still the right clicks. Stick charge will keep him just alive, but the pressure really on SamH and Tims.
Yeah, it's a very strong dual lane coming up from TNC. The VGJ.Storm has much more passive lane. So 2 lanes going the way of TNC. Bottom lane, though, does look like it is going the way. Oh. Nice shot.
Tims with the snipe. Very nicely done there as well. Doesn't hold on for the full duration because he doesn't want to risk the Jakira getting out, but he does the maths. He knows he has the damage.
Was it like right before nighttime hit too? Because it looked like he still had the vision for the distance.
I think, yeah, because he didn't fully charge. So I think, as you say, he knew he had to let it go,
yeah.
And it was just enough damage built up to get that kill.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was literally on the moment that it was turning nighttime. So
SamH chased down it, but he's going to be fine. He's able to salve, and in fact, he can turn and start punching back. Dual breath will stop his salve. And Resolution has also got another one out to him. He is prepared now with that regen for this harassment.
He's not happy though.
It's a rough lane for the Void. It really is.
It's not. Yeah, he's not getting too much farm up there at all.
Runes?
Oh, he had train vision anyway, I think actually.
Lane snaking.
He's going to have a great time now. The CM has actually left the lane, so Raven will struggle.
CM
more than already has been.
Did come up towards the top lane around that rune spawn point, maybe seeing if they could punish Resolution. But Resolution played it safe. He didn't stick around for this rune. He did head back to his own. Still now we're 3 heroes up here. It is not a happy place for Reza. He's got to be careful. Certainly, as you say, can be happy knowing the snaking is having as good as the time as he is down bottom. Mid lane though, still arm out, still the one in charge. 31 for 11 against the 25 for 6 of Yawar.
Quite a big advantage in experience too, full level.
Top lane, Tims. He's got the Shadow Realm. The 3 of them getting aggressive. TNC looking towards SVG. Tims should go down in response. It is a 1-for-1. MSS is there just in time to make sure they've got the backup to get a turnaround kill and keep Rezo safe. A lot of pressure being put on this tower. 6 minutes in, and the tower already falling very low in health.
It's up to MSS now to fix the bit of the problem that they have in the lanes, at least in the top and mid lane. Bottom lane is going great. Snaking level 6, Raven only level 4. Snaking. Taking a lot of tower hits. Okay, there we go. That's mid.
They get it with the Laguna. Armel in with the setup as Tims finds the root. In with the combo. It's enough burst at this stage, of course, to take down Mirana.
SamH does get hit by the dual breath.
Just got the Sprout, push him out, but MSS is in. Gets the stun onto the 2 of them, and MSS will make sure that they do get the kill. Frostbite is out from Cuckoo, though, and Cuckoo, the right clicks, not quite enough. MSS does manage to get in and get out. I'm out.
They want snaking.
He's ready for action.
They're bringing 4 bottom.
He's TPing down. They've got the setup. They do have Moonlight Shadow coming through, but the sentry's there. TNC's prepared as Snake King will fall.
Oh, and they got the courier.
Oh, double win for TNC there in that regard.
Okay, I mean that's huge. It's a lot of gold going their way. Pays up. That pays for their sentry itself instantly.
Is under attack.
That would have been disastrous if they didn't have a sentry. Good thing they were prepared for the Mirana.
See these sort of plays as well. Armel now about 1,000 ahead of Yawar's Mirana.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He is having a fantastic opening to the game. As expected, this is the star player many people talk about.
Yeah, he's got the advantage in the matchup, and he's got a Crystal Maiden. So he's got the aura as well to spam a bit more. Definitely can. Definitely just has a advantage based off that.
Top lane Rezo. Quite hitting the 6 yet. Let's get a bit more farm in this lane, but as soon as Sam H returns, it's just ever so hard for him to stick around. He's got the 3 points at the time walk, so the cooldown fairly low.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Not
attack.
farming well.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Less net worth in the PL currently, but still has his tower alive at least. So Snaking was able to claim that one down bottom very early with the pressure that he's putting on.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, I mean, Raven's in an awkward spot, and Resolution's kind of an awkward spot. The thing is that Rezo at least applies a Chronosphere for his team in the early stages, while Raven can't really do too much to help his team.
Up top. Cuckoo. Silence the burst, the roll forward. Cuckoo does manage to get out because Armel's there with the turnaround. He's there ready to back up the boys. And Armel.
Yawar held the arrow the whole time. He didn't end up actually using it at all when they got the initial jump. Just maybe thought that he didn't need it, and then they just get counter ganked. And Armel has a regen rune.
Middle tower is under attack.
They might look to continue pressuring here.
Tower has fallen.
SVG down bottom, trying to push this down. Doesn't have a TP though. This looks like a dead Jakiro.
He's trapped in the Sprout, and Raven, he'll get the final touch, he'll get that goal. And a kill will be found. They've got a 2K lead now, TNC, 7 for 2.
Yeah, SVG playing very far out. I know he's just trying to, you know, this is what Jakiros do, is they just keep pushing the waves in constantly, but not even having a TP or anything. It's a bit bold.
It just seems to be one of those rare games where, yeah, you are on his Mirana, just having a bit of trouble getting off the ground this game, and Armel solo kill.
From the tree line, Light Strike Array into a follow-up stun, or into a follow-up Dragon Slayer.
Keep my eyes on this man. He's 3-0-2. He's making all the action happen.
It was he literally just ran up in the tree line and didn't even hesitate. It's not like he waited an extra wave or anything; just went immediately. Rezo off guard. MSS was positioned there too to counter gank it, but just it was too quick. And looking at just levels right off the bat, we've hit 10-minute mark. No one on TNC's eaten the tome. Both supports at level 6. Storm, level 4 and 5 on their supports. Quite a ways behind already in the experience at least. 3,000 gold, 3,000 experience.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Rezo's queued up a Battle Fury.
Oh. Okay. The Battle Fury. I mean, he's against a PL. He's against Treants. It's definitely a game to get the cleave online.
Armel.
Not again. Oh. Oh, Armel's just out of there. He is not messing around. What an escape.
My God. They might lose Tims, though. And it looks like they will.
But that awareness there from Armel.
Yeah, I mean, they only lose Tims, and it's a 4-man rotation. Then they get some... They force a glyph at least on the mid tower. And Raven during all this is like, thank you, team. I'm going to chill bottom. So we have a pause.
Not going too badly at all. The phone is ringing.
Well, that shouldn't happen. Whoops.
Whoops. Uh-oh.
Three of the top 4 net worth for TNC. It's mid.
Trying to open onto Yawar. Yawar. He's back. He's been caught up by the root. Curse Crown's on him. But he's far enough back to keep himself safe. As more and more time passes, it is Raven going undisturbed. at the moment, sort of the split potential of TNC's lineup is certainly favoring them.
Yeah.
They don't need to be grouped up to make things happen. They can do it alone.
The good lanes and just the space being created by these supports getting such early high levels. And they're making sure that them moving mid isn't them trying to set up really for kills. If they get one, it's lovely. But what they want to do is just don't let them get these towers. Don't let them get any extra gold or any extra map control when we have this advantage. Who's taking the tome? I guess SVG must have taken it since he's 6 already. MSS, and then actually MSS was really low level. He might have taken it.
They're going to look towards resolution with the root, the damage, the plate. Cuckoo and Tims.
Supports. High level supports.
Very nicely done there. Locking him down with a frostbite into the bramble. No chance for a time walk or a chrono. Can't get it off.
Now they're transitioning this into a push top. Tier 2 in jeopardy. See the lines being drawn around the enemy jungle by resolution. As Tims as well as Cuckoo are setting up for bottom.
With the fear on Snake King. Lines up the cursed ground to be laid down. Look who's there. The silence will be on Armel, but it doesn't matter. MSS tries his best to save Snake King, but the damage from 4 heroes too much.
Arrow hits on Tims.
Back for fire. Will at least find Tims in return.
So TNC, who has the draft that's more like, you know, split up oriented, besides like the lanes being really dominant, they're the ones actually playing more coordinated as a team overall. Storm, it seems like they're playing each one separate in the lanes, and they're getting picked off constantly because of it. Meteor Hammer finished for Sam H, starting to put pressure on mid tower, but he's revealed himself. Yep,
they're looking to chase him down. Boulder Smash will connect from MSS. The burst from UR, bringing him low. Sam H, goes to the Duke. With the Sprout, Sam,
no way.
He's out of it! And the turnaround, Armel's there with the right clicks, he's picked up a double kill. MSS, he's in trouble as well, he's stuck in the pit. Armel with the light strike gets the triple.
Sam?
And Sam H, oh my lord.
The bait, the Meteor Hammer bait.
And a CS as well.
Damn.
Sam H.
That was sick. And now he goes bottom immediately. Meteor Hammers the tower, sends some treants on it. What a play.
Very nice play there on the Prophet.
That sidestep in the Roche pit.
Yeah, the in and the out.
Beautiful. Beautiful Doto.
Very, very nicely done by Sam. He's being hunted though. Rezo.
Ooh,
he knows.
Found him.
He's got a chrono.
He's chrono on him. For sure. MSS gets the deny, comes forward as well.
He's got a Sprout, and he does have a TP, but yeah, they'll come through the trees. Surely he can't do it again. Surely he can't do it again. If he...
Wow, Rezo really not bashing at all. Gets one at the end there.
Yeah, unable to play his way out of that one, Sam.
How much did he get for it? 308.
What have we here?
Something you what? The Moonlight Shadow.
Did they get how many bounties? 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
2 for 2, yeah.
So yeah, they're going for the more greedy type play. They're going back, yeah, for the Void Battle Fury, since I think they recognize their early game didn't go the way they really wanted it to. So they have to find a way to try to catch it back up through that. Hopefully he can get it in time. Hopefully he can get his farm enabled for the team. But at the moment, it does look like TNC is starting to get some snowball kind of going as with their constant push from Sam H. And Raven, who had just finished up the hood after that little juke by Sam H, getting Raven involved in some kills. Almost has the defusal finished up.
Really needs to get Rezo's Battle Fury.
Snaking's being forced to go for a second item BKB on Necrophos because of all the magic damage that TNC has in their draft. Rezo.
Oh, he's going to get stunned. Falls back as well. He gets the time walk off. Just in time with the Ice Bar from SVG down onto the 2 of them. MSS in with the combo. They'll find Tims. Armel backing up. Snaking. Using the Reaper Scythe there to cancel the CM ultimate. They're still looking for Armel and they do get him.
Wow. Beautiful 4-stab by Snaking. Pushing Rezo out so he doesn't get chain rooted, and then the follow-up from the rest of the team. It really helps that, you know, all of them were set up for that one, but just a little 4-stab allowing Rezo to not die on top of all that. Very important. But yeah, clutch double stun by MSS.
And that's the Battle Fury done for Rezo.
Oh, he does have it. That was pretty big. Did he get one of the kills there? No, he didn't even get one of the kills there, and he he actually has it finished. Armel was worth a lot of AoE gold.
And they got the tower.
And they got the tower, yeah, that's true. And now they're going to get another one. So quick turn of events onto TNC as Storm, they start to group together, and we see that power. They still have Chrono available too.
Middle tower has fallen.
Anybody going for a Spirit Vessel early on the side of TNC? Saw Tim's had the Urn, but he will just be going for the Vessel. I mean, he is a Willow, but he is versus Necrophos this game. He might just be thinking that the BKB will be coming out as well, so maybe that's why. Heals is still a great item anyway. But Rezo's starting to get big now. With this Battle Fury, he can farm it at a very quick pace.
Battle Fury straight into the BKB for Rezo.
TNC's got to smoke up. Yeah, they got to look for some type of frags here. They've got the Shadow Blade on Armel. So they can look to hunt whenever their lanes are pushed out. And right now,
they've just picked up the refusal on Raven too, so
yeah,
can offer that damage.
Snaking just confidently pushing down bottom. TNC wants to go for a bigger type kill, but they may settle. Snaking wants to pull their attraction down here. You can see the way that he's playing. He just keeps going. If he goes for the next wave, that's like, you know you're going to die if you go for that wave. So he's hiding for the moment. Does he step up for it? No, he's TPing. He's got a feeling.
So he's still there. Top lane. TNC have still got their tier 1 tower alive up there. They're gonna hold on to it with the push. What the tree is just trying to keep. And so tier 1 push faltered by VGJ.Storm. Making just sure that Resolution is consistently safe. SVG, Yawar sitting in his side. So it's very hard for TNC to really get into the jungle.
They're starting to play more as a group. I think they were starting to realize they were giving up a bit too many kills, and that's when they started grouping up together a bit more. At least sitting 1 or 2 behind each other. As they start to approach these items, you are getting closer toward that Maelstrom, and MSS almost has Blink on top of Snaking's BKB. So some pretty big item timing is going to be coming out soon for them. They're positioned invis right now. But it will be fading, and Yawar TP's out to go far more. But Storm, they're ready. They're okay to take any of these fights. They've got everything available most of these times, and they are sitting, like I was mentioning, with like 1 or 2 people sitting behind each other to set up for those plays. There, you saw the Nature's Prophet ulti bouncing, so they know there's vision around here somewhere. Rezo farms Ancient Stacks, and we'll also go for that BKB. As we said, TNC's draft predominantly magic damage oriented until we start getting to those later stages and levels. Lina does punch a but give a bit of a punch, but okay, all right, they're gonna try to go for this road.
It's not gonna be the quickest. This Armel does pack quite a punch, but the Arcane Rune is gonna be able to offer a decent amount of stuns to sort of stop Roshan from fighting back.
They're showing the other heroes on the map too. Look at that, CM and the Willow spamming out the lane middle.
I don't think Storm expected this at all.
No, definitely not. They're getting away with it.
TNC.
Free one.
Still 20 minutes in, TNC, a 3K advantage. Arm out. Still at the top of it all.
Do you see Rezo's talent that he just showed?
He takes the health.
Oh, he's going to point it out to you.
He's against the Laguna.
I know.
You know?
Just messing.
And he's behind. He's just a little scared, you know. If it...
MSS jumps forward, finds Tims with the silence, but not before the Shadow Realm. Are they going to commit forward for this? They don't have high ground vision. Doesn't look like they will. So Maelstrom now finished for Yawar, and I believe that's pretty much the BKB also for Rezo.
Well, they're smacking him straight away as well off the back of it, but...
Yep. He doesn't quite have that BKB in.
I think that ward saw them. It literally just expired after they smoked.
They probably saw
they're picking out, yeah. TNC, that ward, that last sort of second of its life, giving them some important information.
They are playing into an Aegis. Storm jumps forward. They will find Cuckoo. Armel.
Give me the one bomb. Armel. Who's he going to look for? He's still with the Yules combo onto MSS. Then they find one. On the side, the chase down onto Snakey, but Snakey keeps his distance. Just the 1-for-1 trade.
Look at Cuckoo. He's like, please kill this ward. I gave my life for it. Thank you.
I think we saw that, you know, was sort of a... They were putting the CM in first just to see what sort of happens, as they were aware that that movement was coming around.
Look at the sentries by TNC.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of gold right there, on. It's 800 gold just on the map.
Gotta be careful against these Miranas.
Yeah.
A Moonlight into a Chrono. I mean, as we said in the draft, this is still a lineup that if they get caught in that Chronosphere, they do not have much of a chance of surviving.
Yeah, all squishy heroes.
They cannot get caught.
Snaking. Does have BKB, SMH. Can he get the Sprout? Not quite in range. Gonna try again. Doesn't get it.
Time's gonna be bought for the rest of the team to come in. So BKB keeping him alive.
Yeah, smart choice by Snaking to go for that as his second item. Also with the plate mail, the extra armor kicking in definitely helps him.
And Rezo's going to be feeling a bit more safe now, as the BKB is pretty much complete.
I'm imagining it has to be Yoar just queued up a BKB. Yeah. Maelstrom, Dragonlance into the BKB. It's such an important item this game versus all of TNC's heavy magic. Armel is walking up. There are sentries already prepared here. And Armel also will go for a BKB of his own. Pretty needed versus the Earth Spirit as well as Chikiro. Sure, it doesn't give too much versus Void, but yeah. Tims.
Tries to deny the arcane room, but MSS will be able to pick it up in time. Raven actually sort of charging into this fight. He does have to be careful because Rezo's there. Rezo comes up with the Chrono, but he doesn't catch Raven. Raven able to sidestep it. Rezo only got the Crystal Maiden in there. So that's a BKB and a Chrono just for poor old Cuckoo.
And it was still a PL with an Aegis too.
Radiant are scanning.
That was, yeah, a bit of a trigger-happy Chronosphere from Rezo.
I think it's just they had all 5 heroes and they understand how strong their lineup really is at the 5v5, that he wanted to try to force something, but TNC, they instantly just bail.
TNC, they know that Chrono and BKB's down. They want to fight back.
Yep, Snaking still has his BKB. They can get the initial stun from the Shadow Blade from Armel, then they can look for Snaking, but besides that, I don't think so. He's got BKB.
Doesn't pop it.
Dead?
Doesn't press the BKB out of the Yules. So he gets bursted. TNC, Raven, on a killing spree now.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Getting bigger and bigger. 5k lead, TNC. Looking up to a great start in this game one. As it is still going to take time, really. This is, and we don't see a lot of Void. It's a hard hero to pull off. He really does have to be hitting these big Dream Chronos resolution against this lineup. Otherwise, we're going to see such, where, you know, this PL, he's not got long cooldowns to fight around. He can get in and out of the fight. You're all about that one big play with the Void.
The split push coming out. SMH pushing down top as they pressure bottom. Almost claims the tier 3 top. The Treants gets stunned.
Get it.
10 HP. Oh, MSS saved. He almost denied it. He canceled his attack though. He's looking. There's no SMH. So that tower's dead, pretty much. So they're gonna have access to shrines in a short period on TNC.
Rezo's nearly got the Shadow Blade.
They're still looking around in the tree lines too, just expecting SMH to come in. Big other items, yeah. VGJ.Storm waiting on that BKB. MSS is literally just staying up top, waiting for SMH to come in forward. SMH is starting to TP in. Puts a ward down.
Ooh. MSS.
They're so close. MSS knows now. He's coming forward. Does he have a dust? He does.
He does. He was prepared. He's found him. Rezo TP's in as well. The Sprout, though. He's got the Battlefield. He can cut through it. As they will get him. MSS's patience paying off there.
Patience from MSS.
Very nicely done there with the waiting. Knew that was going to come in.
I don't think they know the wards there, though.
Did still get the tier 3 tower, though.
Yeah.
Managed to finish it off.
Raven and Armel have been farming for quite a while now, getting all the space in the world from Sam H's movements. That's the thing. It's like he dies there, but he pushed how many heroes to make him to rotate up there while his team is just farming.
Back, so yeah, there's a lot of attention drawn back.
Yeah, and you look at their lanes, like bottom lane's pushing in, top lane's pushing in, all because of these type of moves. But Storm still looking to make these aggressive plays. They've got the Moonlight Shadow. They're walking through an Obs and Sentry in mid, but they're still smoked. They catch it. Rezo broke the smoke for a second, so they did see him on the Obs and Sentry in mid.
And they know Rezo's coming in, and they know there's likely there's going to be more around. They are going to hide the side. MSS jumps forward, tries for the boulder smash, doesn't connect onto anybody.
Wasp pose miss.
Cuckoo is being focused here at the moment. Resolution leading forward, trying to find some, but Cuckoo with the tree line is getting a pretty decent hold off, doing a fair bit of damage, will still fall. But Resolution couldn't get in there to find the chrono, at least not yet. Armel is still around with Tims.
Are under attack.
Armel, gotta keep it hidden. Tims will show himself. Resolution pop the BKB. The time dilation as well as he looks for Tims. He's dropping the chrono. He really wants this kill. He will find it. But again, it's a chronosphere for a support killer. Now TNC, they can look to fight back. The silence, the Laguna onto Resolution. He's already used the BKB. He's already used the chrono. He's got no escape. SVG goes down as well. And they are just struggling, Storm, to fight with this Void. They just cannot get Resolution in place to get that chronosphere. We saw at the back of that smoke movement, he was at the back of the pack. Everyone else was ahead of him. By the time the fight kicked off, TNC, they knew exactly what was happening. They were able to split it up. Sure, they had a couple of casualties, but they're not big ones, and they're punishing the Void, and they're keeping Armel and Raven alive.
I'm not sure what happened. I don't know how he broke his smoke in the mid lane, though, because they had the Obs and Sentry, and the rest of his team was still smoked on Moonlight Shadow, so they had no idea. But then Rezo showed himself for a second, so then TNC knew something was going on, and he was also in the back line. So MSS jumps forward, misses a 3-man boulder. They have missed like all their spells because of it, and yeah, Rezo's just all the way in the back. That's extremely costly for Storm. They lose their range racks as well. Now TNC's feeling the momentum.
Absolutely, 8K lead and growing.
Void was not smoked. Void was not smoked in the back, so he actually just walked through with the Moonlight Shadow.
Yep. Makes sense.
That makes more sense.
They really have to enable him somehow. And the farm's not bad, actually, because he is highest in his team, but the fact now that TNC just as a whole, they've got all 3 cores above them.
They've been very good about just dispersing. It's like the Chronos, Rezo feels kind of forced to use it on these support heroes. So ideally, obviously, he doesn't want to, but...
Dire's middle
3 bounties for TNC as they continue this lead, and as Sam H continues his annoyance of keeping in, just continue that Meteor Hammer on those towers. And we've got... The experience is actually dead even in this game, but the gold, as we've been saying, quite an advantage for TNC.
Rezo as well, sort of feeling the pressure from the root from the Willow and the CM.
Yeah.
It's going to go for the Manta as well as the BKB.
It's also the Orchid.
Yeah.
Yeah. All these little things becoming a bit of a problem for Rezo, and his BKB starts to tick down. He's at 8 still, but as the game progresses.
And I think this is absolutely fine to do, because this really is a game where he just needs to get that chronosphere. Yeah. They have all the damage in the world to throw at whoever's in that chrono.
Yeah. The only one they might...
Just got to get the chronosphere.
They might start to struggle soon is killing Raven.
Sure, once he has the full heart, which he's so close to having.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Raven gets heart, BKB, he's not dying in the chrono. Yeah.
Unless he doesn't get the BKB off.
Sure.
Then he's just...
Then
the
there's a chance
the Reaper stuff still will most likely kill him.
Sam H with a lot of money as well. I mean, what can you imagine he's thinking about? Is he thinking about just getting a straight up Hex himself?
I think Hex is the best item in the game. So I would imagine he would go for Hex. Unless he wants to transition more into like right click and stuff, but I don't think that... I think Hex gives you enough right click as well on that hero.
Are fortified.
Full Bloodstone now done for Armel, and with the way that this game's been going, he can certainly expect to start to build up the charges.
Oh, he went back for it. Okay.
He did.
So 4th item, Bloodstone. Wants to be able to keep his fiery soul stacks permanent. As Sam H, TP's top. Starts the push, forcing reaction.
Let's force out the fortification. Bottom lane as well. Yawar having a BKB there against his solo support. Tims causing issues. Tims should die for this. But it's the space. Because Armel and Raven are into the Roche pit.
That was still a bit crazy there by Tims.
How many is stop? They get rushed. They get rushed.
Made spotted.
Are they getting there soon enough? The Cuckoo's popping the ult. They're like, oh, we need to do this quick. And you're right, Rezo's in. He gets the chrono. MSS jumps at the same time, and Rezo, he'll get the snatch. He's able to take the Aegis. They'll lose MSS. Armel at the side trying to fight in. Tims will buy back. They've lost Cuckoo.
The ice pad on 2.
It's going to catch both Armel and Raven. They've got the side down onto Raven. It's not enough damage. Raven's going to have doppelganger up in a second. Looks to jump up to the high ground. Will escape, but Armel left behind. He'll deny himself. Bloodstone suicide. But that is the sort of chrono they need to be pulling up to get back in. They may even get more as Yawar. The double kill, finding Tims. They find Cuckoo. SVG will fall. But the illusions working through MSS. Raven fighting back. Look at his snaking. Looking over to Yawar. Yawar, he's got to lead. Sam H is back in. Raven actually jumping into the pit. He's got to make his way round. That's going to be Yawar's actually going to be able to pick off Sam H.
The sentry ward on the high ground. Sam H goes Shadow Blade, but there's just the sentry and obs up there. So they get the extra right clicks. And yeah, you know, Tims did make that play bottom, but
sure, it wasn't enough.
It wasn't great because they didn't kill it in time. The chrono catches everyone.
And look at that as well, the Orion's belt of sentry wards. They've got so many sentries. If only there was a sentry wards place point on the fantasy points. Someone would be making bank today. But that's what we're seeing. The Chronospheres
are everything.
Can do that. Round the pit, perfect time, Storm turn up, and they're able to do that, make the play happen.
They didn't use Aegis or the cheese. However, TNC got the last hit, right?
They did get the last hit.
It was a snatch? Okay.
And they did get the last hit onto it, but yeah, the big iron is going into the pocket of VGJ.Storm. Yawar now has completed Miono after getting that triple kill in that fight.
That was a great fight for him. He was able to keep his distance in the back. They have their BKBs. I mean, they got the chrono in the perfect situation there.
Yeah.
Armel forced to Bloodstone as soon as they get on top of him. Yeah, they tried to make the space for it, but it just wasn't enough, and ends up hurting them quite a bit. As resolution.
Oh, he's hunting already. He's got the chrono back up.
Oh, Cuckoo, though, puts a sentry down in the tree line.
Where's he going to head for, Reza?
They've got a chrono.
He's coming from the side, but you say, let's see if the sentry gives them the information. No, they're just going to jump for the quick kill. They see Cuckoo's heading out.
And Rezo's going straight for Butterfly after this to deal with the Phantom Lancer. PL not a usual MKB builder. Going to help a lot versus those illusions as well as versus the Lina's right clicks.
And indeed, Sam H is going to go for that Hex.
It is the Hex, right?
Getting closer and closer.
Yeah, I think he has to.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They can Hex the Void, they certainly will kill him.
Pretty much a Butterfly finished on Rezo now, though. And they do have a gem on MSS. So those wards, all those sentries that have been being placed all over the river will get cleared out quickly by their Spirit. Yawar forced to pop BKB as Armel goes to make an aggressive play onto him. 9-3-2, Yawar again on the Mirana, turning up.
Yeah, had a bit of a slow start.
Sure.
But really starting to pick it up now, as we have seen him do so in many of his Mirana games.
There's the Butterfly. Tims is going to pick up a gem of himself for his team to clear out the vision from Storm.
Oh, there we go. Sees Armel. Not going to waste any time making the attempt on Selena. Oh, wait.
Oh,
the hit during the fade time.
That was close. Well, look at the gold that he just got for Armel. That was not a kill streak.
1,097.
Wait, huh? That's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
How'd he get so much?
No, he was ahead of the Lina in net worth.
Wait, what? Was he on a kill streak? Because the Bloodstone sacrifice didn't show it? I'm not sure. Either way, looking at mid, they are going to begin their siege. That's a lot of gold. Bloodstone deny must have messed up something with the kill thing.
It's going straight in here. Will be forced out. Trust his teammates. They'll take the tier 2 tower.
Rezo's really rich now. After picking up the butterfly a couple moments ago, getting close to that Manta that we were talking about from earlier, since he had switched away from it.
Yeah, the solid sort of recovery plays that we expect to see from Rezo has paid off. He's an absolute beast at the moment. Gets that Manta on top of the butterfly. It'll be very hard for TNC to catch him. It's a lot on Sam H finding that Hex. He does now have out and ready. The smoke comes into play.
I'm still trying to do the map. What kind of kill streak was Armel on? Because it didn't pop up saying he ended a kill streak. That's why I was confused. I know he Bloodstone sacrificed, but
yeah,
I'm still kind of stuck on that because that was a lot of gold going for a solo kill. I've never seen that much.
I don't know. I would. Sometimes it's also the team network difference, but the team networks are pretty much even.
Yeah.
So
TNC, they've got a pretty good high ground position here. Trying to get the wraparound. They've got Gem. They're trying to get a ward up too, so they can see the rest of Storm. But Storm's got everything available, and they've got a DD inside of Yawara's bottle.
Oh.
That's scary. The sentries are placed. They've positioned. Storm won't make their way over there.
Just gotta see if anyone comes for the defense mid on their lineup, but doesn't look like it. TNC still holding out over Storm's half of the map.
Snaking now, gonna start poking that mid. Has Aeon Disc that he went for instead of going for the Aghanims. Very survivable.
Sammy's looking at sort of going into one of the tier 3 towers, but now the TPs have to come back. They've got the fortification, they've got to defend with the courier. Will be found on the way back. Storm able to jump it.
They're probably gonna know that there's vision up on that high ground now for Storm. And they know that there's people over there because the courier came back from that area, so they're going to go hunting. See if they can find anybody. Cuckoo. Farming a hard comp. He's going to walk into them, but will they get him in time? They just caught a glimpse of him. Oh! It's a long TP! The longest TP ever! And he gets Reapered, and he's dead for 100 seconds. Longest TP into the longest death ever.
Poor old Cuckoo.
Which tower did he TP? He TP'd with the same tower as someone else was. That's unfortunate.
I like this as well from Rezo. He's seen the Hex, so he's getting the Lincolns instead of the Manta. Okay. At least that's what he's got queued up at the moment. Something to help him against that chance that Sam H catches him off guard.
Yeah, if he can just avoid the first initial disable, he'll get his BKB off. So Sam H has to Shadow Blade, Orchid, and then Hex instead of other way around. If he still see the Lincolns on time.
See what he takes talent-wise. Obviously the Chronosphere AoE, the more popular one by quite some time, but he takes the backtrack. Oh baby!
It's versus Laguna.
Sure, yeah, he wants to test his luck. Let's see, bringing it back old school, how well the backtrack RNG is going to work out for Resolution.
How long do we have on Roche? We're going to find out in about 10 seconds. Those are levels. We've got Tim's. Tim's a bit quiet this game actually as the Willow. Still only Yule Scepter. No Blink Dagger finished up. Unable to find the usual pickoffs or kills because, what we said, Storm's team fight is incredibly strong from the beginning, from the draft.
Yeah, this is the thing that they have to be worried about, TNC. But at the same time, as the game goes on, the split push is only going to get more potent.
Rezo finds a Chrono on Tim's. We'll clean him up. Sam H, though, snipes the courier, and that had the Lincolns on it.
Oh, and he's going to get out with the TP potential. Oh! The smash nearly gets him, but not quite.
Rezo got Tim's gem, though. So, courier kill for a gem. However, no, I think it was pieces of a Lincoln's, it looked like, on it. I think it was Yawara's Lincoln's.
Yeah, I was going to say, Rezo's still yet to spend his money.
Yeah. Yawara also found a DD during that last couple of moments. They're looking to fight always. When they start getting this map control, we start hitting past these 30, 40 minutes. 40 minutes double ruins. And how much these bounties are worth. TNC. They pop the drum charge to try to look for Rezo here. Might be expecting him to farm right here, though. MSS. Right next to the Void.
Doesn't look like they'll be able to catch him. And Storm do indeed exit to the jungle just in time.
7,000 gold on Resolution. 5,000 on snaking as well.
Do you think he is considering anything else with the Lynx? Because the Lynx just feels so good, surely. Against sort of the, giving it, as you say, giving him that chance to pop the BKB.
I think maybe he's waiting to see the PL. Maybe he wants to see what item the PL's got. And if he needs to go for something else, maybe if he needs to go for the MKB.
And Raven also holding on to that large amount of gold.
They're all just, maybe he's holding on just to have buyback as well as buying the Lincolns. He actually still doesn't quite have it. It's about another 700 gold in order to have buyback and his item. Snaking as well, also needs about 1,200 for his Aghanims and buyback. And the courier's dead too. Does SVG have an item yet? Oh, SVG has his Yules when the courier's back up. So that, I mean, that does help. Like a Jakiro, you slowly but surely get your way up there, but at least in gold, but in levels.
Oh, you got the talent.
He's got the talent.
You're
so you hit that GPM talent, you start getting up there and you have quite an impact in the game.
Much Shadow snaking on his own mid.
Snaking.
He's going to show himself. TNC have to be careful. They know the Rezo's Chrono's back online.
Went for the Death Pulse cooldown. Spam it over and over again. Rezo. The smoke does break. Still Shadow Bladed.
Yeah, we'll see him with the gem. So with the Sentry on the high ground, and now the flare back, sending Rezo away.
Nice. Time walks mid-cursed crown, so it doesn't actually stun him. That's pretty cool. Because of how long your time walk is now, it's very easy to actually dodge the cursed crown.
Yeah. The cursed crown is pretty much useless against the void.
Yeah. Sam H getting some more split push going down bottom. The TP's coming out though. Snaking spots him. Sam H.
Oh,
he's dead.
He certainly is. The rat unsuccessful. Does a little bit of damage, but costs him his life.
Doesn't die to the Reaper, but still a painful death as we just don't continue this lead. 10,000 gold, 20,000 experience, and another. I mean, it's past 40 minutes. It's TD runes aplenty. And a Roche.
Courier usage though. Someone's sending the courier out, and Rezo didn't get his stuff on it.
Did he not?
Come on, boys.
Come on.
Get it back.
Got a DD. They've got Roche already close to half, and that's a third Roche. So this is the refresher shard.
I'm telling you, if Rezo dies because he didn't have his Lincolns, he's going to be mad.
He definitely will be.
He's
got BKB though, right? He shouldn't die.
He shouldn't die. So we've got
the courier even getting sent to the side shop to the secret shop to get the Aghanims.
Oh, we still got his Lincolns. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. He's back in the pit. TNC. See if they can get in. They'll check it out with the illusion. They're going to go for the terrorist. Resolution pops the BKB. The Chrono, he's not messing around. He wants that Aegis, and he'll get it. Side, Laguna Blade, out to MSS. Armel trying to chase Raven. Is looking into the pit, chasing into Snaking. Snaking gets the BKB off, but it won't keep him alive. Raven able to finish him off. The physical damage too much, turns towards Jawar with the illusion army. Jawar trying to leap away. Raven looking to chase down. Has the Spirit Lance out onto SVG. He's going in for more. Man styles off the silence, but the ice pass there from SVG out onto Raven. Raven, doppelganger back. Doesn't want to go for any more himself on the side. Cuckoo does find the Frostbite. The illusion's back in onto Resolution. Resolution falling low. He's been stunned up by the Light Strike. He's going to go down once.
Snaking forced to buyback.
On the side, Tim's also managed to find MSS, finish him off. They'll surround Resolution. He gets the BKB off. There's the Chrono, ready to go again. He gets all three of them. Resolution getting held back by the Sprout, though, able to time walk straight back in. Finds Armel, finds Cuckoo. They'll look towards Raven. Raven's still pretty scary as he gets SVG. Armel buying back. SVG buying back. Raven, doppelganger's down to the low ground. He's on his way out, but the illusion is still fighting on. Another buyback coming out from TNC as Tim's looking to return to the fight. They're heading in. Raven trying to see if he can get a chance to get a Spirit Lance upon someone. Snaking's close by.
They know there's no Chrono. They know the Aegis was used too. Snaking still has the cheese. There was a lot of stuff happened there. One thing I do want to point out is that they left. So when Rezo chronoed the Roche, he left the cheese, and Snaking ran through to get the cheese and actually died just to get the cheese there, rather than actually playing in a good position. So that was a bit of a huge mistake actually by Snay, forcing his team to take some weird fight.
The gem was dropped there as well at the end of that fight, but Storm were actually able to recover it there. They set the courier in. amongst all the chaos and did manage to get it back out, at least for themselves. So as it stands, with those buybacks obviously being quite costly for TNC, Storm are still at the advantage. 9K lead.
TNC used what? Everything except for their PL buyback? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all of them except for the PL.
And 2 buybacks were used by Storm as well. But obviously, the more expensive investment from TNC did not pay off.
I just that play by snaking was so weird. Like he literally he force-stepped through like the brambles, got caught in bramble, popped BKB.
I mean,
like,
he got the cheese,
late, but then had to buy back. Like his team got put in a weird position. They all got split up. Rezo also barely survived on the initial jump. He backtracked a couple of spells and then got into a better position to get his Aegis and his
good job he had
shard.
for the refresher shard for that second chrono, because that was a great chrono. Getting the 3 of them like that.
I just got buyback status up now.
Oh,
we've got
the line strike.
On Rezo.
They've got the control. Have they got the damage with the backtrack down? The backtrack certainly paying off though. That 25%, that could be enough just to save him. Is it enough for Rezo? It is. The backtrack will keep that man alive. And now it's Storm. Look to turn around. They get the stun onto Raven. Raven with the Manta Star, but he's still being silenced. Armel punching into Snaking. The Snaking retreats with the BKB, but no doubt about that at all. The backtrack talent certainly saved Rezo.
He backtracked the Laguna. Of all things to backtrack, he backtracked the Laguna.
Rezo, he's got the chrono. Oh!
Well, Tim's ain't living that. Armel.
He's going back in. Rezo jumping in. Armel's got the Eon disc. He's on the retreat. Yuan trying to chase, leap forward.
Oh my god, the attack speed.
Time walk on Armel. Yules is up, but he is dead. Does manage to suicide and kill himself off. Back towards the mid lane. Raven still fighting strong. The Moonlight Shadow from Storm will be there. They've got a sentry down. Rezo comes back in. He's going to get hexed by Sam H. Didn't expect the sentry placement, but the backtrack. It's really keeping that man alive.
Wow. Yeah, and the evasion in the backtrack. They can't actually pierce through him. Did you see that attack speed by the Mirana when she's leaping? There's like 11 arrows following the Lina mid-leap. Holy crap. So 70 seconds. No Lina. They drop the cheese. Who they give it to? Give it to Yoar. I think they're really realizing how much of a beast this Mirana is. And I can't believe the backtrack talent. Owen's like, I'm going backtrack every game.
Backtrack every game. That box never again. Chronosphere AoE. Because who was it talking to me about the Chronosphere AoE? Someone was saying about how it looks nice, but at the same time it can be a real detriment to your own team. You're just sort of looking at these situations where he's dropping the chrono. If that was the additional Chronosphere AoE, it becomes very hard. His team can't get around the chrono to sort of kill off the people on the side of it all. And the backtrack just does so much. We should, because it sort of started as well, didn't it? I felt when the talents came out, most pros were going for the backtrack. Then they sort of shifted to the AoE. I don't know, performances like this may see the majority of them shift back towards the backtrack.
These two are alone versus 4 of TNC right now.
Well, off the BKB, and they do get the Reaper Sight down onto Tim's. He's down for 110. The Hex is there. On to Snaking, but he's got the Eon disc. He'll be able to walk it off. Tim's down for 100.
They didn't know that it was just the 2 of them. Now Resolution, Silver Edged.
Oh, here he comes.
On the prowl, Cuckoo gets a sentry down. We'll see him for a second, gets the blink away.
Oh, he wants a bigger kill.
And so wants Raven.
He wants Raven.
Oh, he doesn't know which one's real.
He doesn't know, don't
Okay, now he knows. There's a butterfly, though. He doesn't have the damage to go through this.
He does not. And Sam H comes in. Rezo, continue to chase. Doppelganger down. Raven, he's going to be fine. Does not have the damage on his own to deal with Raven in a chrono.
Yeah, no MKB, so the butterfly evasion, more than enough. He's still, he's very tanky, too. 3,100 HP.
Let's go for the Bashers, Rail Raven. Extra bit of lockdown and control.
Tim's is still down for 60 because of that Reaper. By the time he respawns, I mean, Reaper's got Aghanims actually. So the next got Aghanims, so it's always going to be up anyway. But by the time he does respawn, there's going to be the chrono nearly ready again.
Well, we're 51 minutes in, certainly reaching one of the longer games that at least we've casted. Yeah. I don't. In terms of game lengths, have we seen any really long games?
I think there's been a couple. I think Fnatic has had a 70-minute one. I believe there was another. I think another team passed Fnatic for most game time. I believe by like a minute or so. People will correct us on that either way. I was pretty sure there was a team that had a longer game than Fnatic, which is rare. What does Sam H have now? So Sam H Like the Shadow Blade's always nice, but I want the Wily to get them to get the Hex off before the fight stops.
Does he not?
Maybe a Blink.
I was gonna Blink, or does he not just need to get himself a BKB?
Maybe both. I do think the Blink would be great to get the instant disable on any of these cores, though. The only one they can't really go for is Snaking because he has the Aeon Disc, but
Resolution doesn't have Chrono for 20.
Here's
the courier.
Gets Courier. Some more gold. 18,000 for them now. Oh, you know what else? Okay, so I think for Sam H, it's going to be either Blink or he has to go Nullifier, right? I think the Nullifier could be really nice versus the BKBs, versus the Aeon Disc to purge it off as well. Also versus that Void.
Now, potentially dumb question. I don't know if you know the answer.
It's a disable talents.
No. Does if he builds a Silver Edge, does break, like, is backtrack considered a passive? Does it get broken by Silver Edge, or is it not because it's not a skill?
I've been asked that before, and now I can't remember.
We might find out if he does buy Silver Edge. Top lane, I'm out. It's been found out. Got the Disc. He does get the BKB and the Shadow Blade off, as he looks to run himself away. He's been Reaper Scythe, though. Bam, down for 90. They get the kill.
I want to say no, because it's not a passive, it's a talent. I want to say no, because I don't think it breaks. No, it doesn't break any other talents. It definitely doesn't break it. It definitely does not break it.
That's how good the talent is.
There you go. Sam H, getting ready for some split push. We'll have the TP out instantly, and the next Roche respawns. Man, they don't have Lina. They can't really contest this, but almost feels like they have to. If they're playing versus another Refresher Shard.
Found Sims on the side.
And, oh, didn't actually Reaper him. Don't think he got the chance to.
What? BKBs, he's found Cuckoo. Raven just has to get himself out of there. As that will indeed be another roast up with the Refresher Shard once again. Cheese and Aegis for VGJ.Storm. And that'll be the Refresher Shard as well as the Refresher Orb.
Yeah, they've got triple Chrono.
Triple Chrono, if they want to do so. And they certainly do.
And a DD right outside.
Oh boy, we could see some beautiful, beautiful stuff here from Reza.
How much gold do we have on everyone? 6,000 still on Sam H. Raven has 7K. Haven't decided to get any new items just yet, though. The Abyssal more than likely for Raven. They're looking at War. He's got Aegis. Should be able to proc it.
Gotta kill that creep.
They didn't kill it.
They didn't kill the creep.
The glyph.
The glyph.
They couldn't kill the creep.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, it's snaking.
The glyph.
What a play.
That is, I don't think I've seen that before. I'm sure it's happened.
I saw it happen.
Very good.
I saw it happen yesterday with an Underlord. Underlord TP with the glyph, yeah.
Oh, the glyph.
Dire are scanning.
Doesn't mean they don't have a glyph now, though.
Does mean they don't have a glyph, but they're not getting their base push.
Sure, they're not getting their base push.
Especially with Nature's Prophet instead. He's still dead. I mean, he can buy back.
Glyphs? How long is it? 6 minutes?
5.
5 minutes. So that'll be 3 minutes when this... There could be a wrap.
So Snaking has 2 cheeses. Those do have a 40-second cooldown. Yep.
Indeed.
And now we watch the illusion spam with the doppelganger cooldown. Attempt to defend the base.
Raven's still been unable to upgrade that to Abyssal.
Yeah.
He needs to grab that. Oh, the doppelganger dodge!
That's one.
That's all right. That's why he's got 3 of them.
Yep.
He's been got
Terrorize.
Oh, I sense them all back here. Resolution time walking out as well, just wanting to join them.
Okay.
So he pops his
refresher orb.
And swaps the refresher shard in.
You tend to want to pop the refresher orb also for the mana purposes, not only just for, you know, of course.
As yeah, of course, yeah. Refresher shard not costing any mana. He does have the mana for 2 straight chronos.
Yeah.
If he does wish to jump in. They will find the tower. Raven coming forward. All eyes on Rezo to make that big jump. If they want to try and push this fight.
The annoyance of PL, right? Because when you're trying to push, just infinite illusions, they're going to go clean up some shrines. They've got a 30k advantage, and now they've got their high ground.
Snaking actually has given the cheeses over both to Yawar.
Both of them. Okay. I mean, you can't separate them. So.
That's true.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Snaking's probably feeling pretty safe. He's got Aeon Disc, right? He's got Aeon Disc and BKB. In theory, he shouldn't really be dying before he gets his save off, while Yawar could get disabled and killed.
Raven, he needs to get that Abyssal.
Top barracks.
Yep. Tims is gonna have a Blink Dagger if he wants to. Another DD spawns down toward bottom. TNC looks like they want to claim that. Well, Sam H is gonna deal with lanes. He's gonna get the split push going.
A 28k lead at the moment for Storm.
SVG has a Aghanims, by the way, on Jakiro.
Slowly climbing up there with that talent.
Yep, of course, level 25, because he's got that experience too. So those long duration ice paths with those low duration BKBs that are out. The ice path is actually so hard to play versus with your PL, because you don't have a BKB, and your illusions will constantly just run into that and get stunned for like 4 seconds. Rezo walks up. Oh! The Chrono on the 2 cores.
It is the big one. It's got the 2 of them. Armor has got the Aeon Disc. The Sprout does sort of help Raven out by the looks of it, that they can't quite reach it. Raven will be fine, and so will Armel. Neither hero is going down in that first Chrono. Rezo, the second misses. He doesn't get anyone. Raven's still on the retreat. Now the stun. Resolution's got to be careful. He pops the BKB. Time walks in. He will get himself in the face of Cuckoo. Bashes the CM to pieces. MSS with the angle gets the boulder smash onto both of them. Rezo trying to chase down Armel. Armel into the tree line. He's speedy. He's juking his way out of it all. He's still running, but Rezo goes forward with the time walk and will be next to Armel. Armel gets the plus 29. Cuckoo with the ultimate, causing issues for Snaking and MSS. The buyback coming out from Armel as he looks to come back towards the shrine. Storm looking to retreat. The scythe, it's down onto Raven. Raven does have buyback available. Sam H getting focused by Resolution and Yawar. They're buying back. The Curse Crown stuns up Snaking. The Ice Buff, it's down. It's going to be Raven. TP's into the Ice Buff. Armel trying to help out from the side for Resolution. Punching into Raven. He's been silenced. Rezo has to time walk down. Armel out with the Shadow Blade. Sam H also invis as well. Tim stuck in the Ice Path. Turns the Laguna Blade. Bam! SVG's gone. The illusion's on top of MSS. He's going to be Moonlight Shadowed again. Yulzed up to remove it. Can he keep himself tied? He cannot. The Dragon Slave from Armel comes down. BKB's out from Snaking. He's punching into Cuckoo. We'll find it, but the physical damage from Raven and Armel is surely too much. No! The Moonlight! The Force! Snaking's out of range. He's going to be able to get himself back to safety. Back down in the jungle. Tims tries with the Terrorize, but Resolution has the BKB back up. Can stand his ground and beat down Tims. As 3 lie dead on TNC, the buybacks not enabling them to turn that fight around as Storm remain on top.
All right, there's a lot that happened. That right there, though, you can feel that Storm has a 40k gold advantage, because we saw a lot of spells being missed. The Chrono wasn't able to get the successful kill onto either of them. I think Snaking actually walked into the initial Chrono, so he wasn't able to get the Reaper sight to kill either of them. They also didn't have any vision. As soon as the Chrono ended, they have no reveal. The Lina got to go invis.
And they're going straight for tier 4s. They know there's no buybacks on those 3. Raven and Armel, can they do something incredible? It's going to be hard because the Chrono is there for Resolution. Can the 2 of them really hold off the team? Rezo jumps in. He's going to go for the Chrono onto Raven on the side. Armel trying to get told out, but the Scythe is down. Dead for 180 seconds. GG is called, and Storm will take game 1 of this 2-game series. And what a game indeed. Resolution boys stepping up. 12, 3, and 13. That's got to be the best Void I've seen that's also missed a hell of a lot of Chronos in the same game. You know what I mean? He whiffed a lot of Chronos, but he was amazing.
He missed a lot of Chronos, but
he was brilliant.
Dude, the choice of going for the backtrack paid off so much in this game. Yeah, just dodging all those spells. We look at the damage done. I mean, TNC actually overall did more damage throughout the game, but definitely felt the power of the team fights from VGJ.Storm. TNC, when the team fights would happen, they had to kind of like singled out 1 or 2 heroes, while Storm, they had so much AoE happening, so many different AoE disables coming out in the engagements. That was a fun game. Why don't we get more of those?
I mean, TNC and Storm, you don't expect anything less really between these 2 teams. These guys are certainly showstoppers when it comes to performance. And this game, I mean, despite being sort of 40k behind, you saw how well sort of TNC really gave it their all.
Definitely.
They were certainly still making Storm sort of play at their best. Storm wish to close the game up as they did in the end of it all. And exciting stuff there in just game one. We're going to get another game of this one. I mean, going into the second game, who are you most worried about? Like, how do you sort of change up the draft if you're TNC? Do you sort of have to make sure they don't get sort of Yua's Mirana? Because it felt like Yua had a quiet start, but then he suddenly ends up 16-3 and 12 on the scoreboard.
I think Mirana should become the most contested hero, maybe even not only just at this game, but I think maybe the whole tournament. This hero is dominating majority of the games. I think the Necrophos also caused some huge problems for them.
Yeah, Snaking had a really solid lane.
Snaking just sat down there, right? And he just kept pushing. He was like, whatever. He ends, what, 600 GPM, 33,000 damage in the game.
480, that's how much space he got. Look
487 last hits.
More than you are.
Yeah.
For Snake King's Necrophos. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Game one of TNC versus VGJ.Storm, going the way of VGJ.Storm. Do not go anywhere. We will be back very shortly for game two between these two fantastic teams. We'll see you soon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the TIA Group Stages Day 3 with myself, ODPixel and Fogged, as we get ourselves into Game 2 of VGJ.Storm versus TNC. We just had an absolutely cracking Game 1 between these two teams with some beautiful resolution void closing up the game and some fantastic team fight from VGJ.Storm. I did like TNC's approach, though, sort of going for this sort of split play. Raven, Sam H, they had a pretty fantastic game. It was just at the end it crumbled when they were sort of forced to be a part of this 5-man.
Yeah, I think TNC had to have a bigger advantage in order to take these fights. If they are trying to take 5-on-5 fights, they have to have some huge net worth advantage, because their team fight, just you look at it on paper, and it was just there's just no way they could match up versus Storm unless they had an item advantage or number advantage. But it was exciting. It was exciting. I did go back and I looked, and I was looking at the Armel Bloodstone. It got him a couple sacrifices, but I feel like that set him back a little bit. I'm not sure if that would have changed much though.
I mean, what in terms of that item, as you say,
I'm just thinking what he would have gotten.
Different. I was
going
to
say,
say,
what I'm thinking, yeah.
Because it is true. Bloodstone it's a huge investment. It's an expensive item.
It's like a full Shiva's or like a full something like that for Armel. I'm not too sure. I mean, I just noticed that one, and I was like, he did go for like what? It was like a 4th item, right? He had BKB, he had Silver,
Shadowblade, BKB,
and he had Yules. Yeah, so
Bloodstone.
Predators
Yeah.
turn to ban.
Tend to see a more impactful item. He did get a couple sacrifices, which were nice, but yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't want to nitpick items anyway, because it was overall play that.
Because I wondered as well if it was sort of a good item purchase in the sense that he felt that when he did get Chrono, just having sort of the shorter respawn as well.
It's true.
Being able to
That's actually a
instantly
good point.
get back in, TP in, rejoin the tip fight after the Chrono had been used. You know?
That's a fair point. Okay. I don't like usually nitpicking items like that so much, because it's not really what did not obviously deduce what happened in the game, but I was just curious.
TNC Predators turn to
no change up. Well, apart from, the Necrophos will be banned out first this time by TNC.
Yeah. And TNC's first pick, so they are going to ban the Mirana. VGJ.Storm ban the Mirana to make sure they don't take it. So we've got the Venge, we've got the Willow.
Yeah, the Willow seemed a little underwhelming.
I thought he felt underwhelming too.
Yeah, but they will go for it again.
Okay.
They'll go with it again.
So they can go for... What would Storm? Storm does it a little different. They have a pretty cool approach to the way they do these things.
So you still got your Pugners, you got your Rave Kings, Rave King Pugner. Would they want to go with that?
They could go for Nature's Prophet.
This early? Do you like that?
It does have some merit, but Tiny's in the pool too, so that's like...
5 seconds remaining.
Should just say the Rave King. Rave King Venge.
Oh yeah. The Wraith. Oh yeah. Sorry. I just assumed it was banned.
It's still in.
Versus Storm.
It's still in for Storm. And Snake King he's been an absolute beast on the Wraith King. Even so, they're going in the reserve time on first pick.
Because they might be thinking TNC's not going to take the Wraith King, right? They might be thinking something like that.
Sure, they can get away with it later. Yeah.
TNC hasn't touched it until like later stages. They haven't touched it until 4th or 5th pick.
And when they do play it, as we said, Raven, I believe, plays it.
Yeah, I'll check actually. They played it twice, so we will see.
One of the games, Raven definitely played it. I don't know what happened.
I see one of them. Raven is playing it on this one, and the other one that they played it was Sam H playing it. So
okay, so Sam H has played it. Okay, so they won both of those games?
They did.
They did win both of those games. Okay. So they've got the flexibility.
Oh,
they're going right in the reserve time. First pick here.
They're really deciding. Which is it going to be? It is an Nature's Prophet.
You were right.
Yeah.
They favor
Ogre.
the Prophet.
No, Shaker. Okay, I thought they might Ogre here too.
Prophet Shaker. I like it. I like it.
All right.
But yeah, it took him a fair bit of time to decide upon that, and does leave the Wraith King still in the pool. Wraith King Willow is something that a lot of teams look to open as the duo pick. They don't normally get the option to do so when it goes for them first pick and then back to them. They could do it here, TNC.
10 seconds.
I'm going to get that Wraith King.
So Shaker was banned in the last one, yeah?
Yep.
They opened with the ban of the Shaker.
Well, this will be what? MSS Shaker.
Yeah, very confident.
Like 90% of the time, yeah. Unless we see, what you said was, there has been a mid Shaker today.
There was one. Was it versus an Ember? I feel like that's some of the few occasions that you would pick a mid Shaker. It had to have been versus an Ember.
I don't know, you told me there was a mid Shaker today.
Did I? Dude, I don't even remember anything I've been saying half the time. I can check. Let me check. I'll find out.
All right. No, we've got time. These teams taking their time with the picks. And yeah, no surprises.
They just took the
surprises. They just say the Wraith King.
So the
just take the Wraith King.
Yep. So they've got the more... I can't find out. No. It's going to take me too long. I'm focused on my game. I don't want to get too distracted.
Right, so yeah, as we were just saying, they've had 2 games for the Wraith King. Sam H has played it, Raven's played it. They can play in both roles.
Strong. I would like it personally on Sam H right now, just because with the Willow, the dual lane is... That dual lane is just so ridiculous how much damage can come out.
Yeah.
As long as you're not versus something that punches that physical, like Klink's Venge. Klink's Venge seemed to be so good versus Willow Wraith King. They could do nothing versus that lane. The Wraith King just... I think it also is a big part with how you play the lane. Like, you have to try to hit your level 2. It's like, whoever gets level 2 first is going to get the kills.
I mean, I can't remember, have we said, have Storm been playing
10
Venge?
seconds remaining.
Yeah, one sec, I'll check. I'm pretty sure I saw them play at least once. I know TNC loves the Venge. They've been opening with it a bunch.
I mean, TNC is one of the teams that did used to love it as well, and as a carry Venge.
No, they have not picked it at all at Storm.
Okay, so Storm aren't really on the Venge train.
Not on the Venge train, no.
But yeah, the PL ban, of course, from TNC. They see that the Shaker gets through, so they don't want to play the PL themselves, and they certainly don't want to let Resolution have it. Winter Wyvern is still in the pool. I think, if anything, could be tempting for TNC. The Wyvern Willow.
They don't
very
really use
strong,
it.
but they don't.
They don't pick the Wyvern at all.
I have a feeling in my many years of casting, I swear there was once upon a time I saw Raven play carry Wyvern.
Oh, I can't go back that far.
Totally wrong.
I don't remember.
They won't do it
but
here.
I don't doubt you.
But I believe once I saw Raven play carry Willow. Carry Wyvern. Maybe I dreamt it. Maybe I dreamt it.
Might have dreamt it. The Ban Spectre, Ban Brood. Okay. Huh. Very intrigued by the way that Storm has been drafting and prioritizing heroes. Instead, the team has been like leading the charge.
And Undying, one of the NA favorites.
Oh, and this is a way to deal with this pressure. And this is also a super pressuring. I mean, they're probably going to do the Undying in the safe lane versus the Wraith King and Willow. We saw, what was it? We, on our stream, was Optic, PPD.
Optic did Undying and Io.
He did Undying versus... They had the Io as well, but he did the Undying versus the Wraith King, and you actually just decay the Wraith King, and that doesn't allow the Wraith King to play as aggressive as he wants, because you're set at like 400 HP most of the time in the laning phase.
And you got the zombies versus the skeletons.
Zombies versus the skeletons, yep. That's hype.
So TNC, what do they want?
That's always, I mean, that's pretty cool for Undying with your Soul Rip. You're like always gonna have enough targets for Soul Rip in this game. You have Nature's Prophet, you have Wraith King, you have Undying. Whoa.
A Treant Protector.
Whoa.
Not the first time it's been picked, I don't think, has it? I'm sure
not the
like
first time.
Windstrike probably picked it or something.
I think OG picked it.
It's OG that has played it.
I think they may have played a core, I want to say. I think Sebastian was playing it. I don't know if I should say that name. People start getting overreacting when people
There's
say
no
that.
way he played. Did he play?
I heard about...
No wonder people are mad.
I heard people complaining...
He played carry Treant.
I heard people complaining that there was some Treant, the voice spam. So let me say, OG does have a tree here.
Oh, did he play carry Treant?
It wasn't carry, it's offlane.
Sorry,
yeah, he played it, see?
Oh. And they won. All right.
Yep.
Why are people mad at him? Chill out, boys.
I don't know, everybody's mad at him.
Seb loves you, and you should love him too.
They kind of played it as a... It was a core, but it was a... Jerax was a Lina who took most of the farm.
Okay.
So they did something like that. So for this one, the Treant Protector. This is a hero that was crazy amongst pubs before TI. And then just completely fell off. Seems like people found how to deal with this hero. Just having strong lanes, just always be prepared, have a sentry down, have dusts early.
I don't know what they're doing. What? I mean, you've got to worry about all this roots from Treant and Willow. Ability heroes are sort of off the radar for that. Once you want to get yourself a Rezo and you want.
TNC Predator.
It's going to be a core Venomancer. Okay. Got that tick damage to work for the living armor.
I think you ban Bloodseeker last for TNC, right? I feel like whenever I see these Veno, you have to like ban Bloodseeker because the thirst.
Who's gonna play? Who's gonna play the Veno? Is it?
Oh, that's actually a good point. Now we don't really know where the.
Well, because is there any chance we're gonna see a Snaking Venom with an Undying dual lane, and then like a Resolution Nature's Prophet.
That's kind of...
VGJ.Storm.
Storm Spirit.
Oh, Storm versus Undying and Venom and Nature's Prophet. There's a Shaker.
Nice.
Shaker makes up for a lot of your lack of disable.
But that is the
that
only
is still
disable.
the only one.
That is the only disable you have at the moment on Storm. On VGJ.Storm. Yeah, the Storm Spirit for TNC. I like it. Armel certainly can show off on this era.
Yeah, maybe not the Bloodseeker anymore. They banned Timber. That probably means what? Alchemist or Dragon Knight for VG.Storm? I think so, right?
For your what?
Alch or DK?
I mean,
I think it's probably the DK.
Yeah, the DK is normally the safe one that will be pulling back on when he doesn't get his Mirana.
And they don't have the greatest lockdown, as we were mentioning, with only the Earthshaker. That provides them another stun for the Storm Spirit.
Oh, hang on.
Which one are you looking at?
I guess there is a Storm, but they could try and overrun them. Could they not just put the Venom in the mid and slip this into a Drow strat? Drow Prophet Venom.
What about Visage?
Do they play a lot of Visage?
It was an NA pick. They thought it was
so
a DK.
They're on the same wavelength as you, TNC.
I think it was the DK because they've got this like kind of push lineup coming together. It gives them a bit more disable. Drow seems like it could be. They've got quite a timing window then if it's the Drow.
Drow, I mean,
VGJ.Storm.
so they'll get their Kalinks for TNC. What does Storm finish this one off with? A Prophet and Venom. I mean, could they? I mean, if they do want to go early pressure, like the Pugner as well, still in the pool.
What else did we say?
I'd like to see them go for a Pugner or a Drow and just play
Alchemist,
really fast.
It's the Drow.
There's
Good
the
call.
Drow. I like this.
Okay. Yeah, it's very fast.
Drow, Venom, Prophet.
Yeah, this is a push. This is a pretty convincing push lineup coming out. Undying.
I think if they play this fast enough, it's going to get to the point where it will be very hard for sort of Armor to play his game, and even sort of the Clinks I feel sort of suffers in the same way that say like a Slug. That's obviously not as bad because Clinks is way better than the Slug. If the game is too fast, suddenly the Clinks sort of rotating around trying to find those pickoffs. It's not going to happen when you sort of have this 5-man that we saw Storm play and coordinate very well in game 1. Come down one of your lanes, but we'll see. And I'm excited to see how the Cuckoo Tree and Protector works out for them.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if like the Drow can also work well versus the Storm with the Gusts in the early game, because Gust is still, it's not a stun, but it does work pretty well. It's pretty fast versus a Storm if you get clipped by any type of the Shaker's disables. So you are mid Veno.
5 seconds remaining.
And they're probably gonna do Undying Drow in the safe lane. Let's see how Rezo does if he doesn't. He has to survive versus this Wraith King Willow and probably Tree who's gonna be starting up there. That's also a very cool. These Wraith King sets are.
There's some pretty sick ones.
Cool actually. I think I just like big armor.
Which is this one of the? What one's this one?
I don't know. I don't recognize the sword.
Yeah, the sort of Frost King one.
He always has the cool sets.
He does.
Like look at Wraith King, then look at Nature's Prophet.
Dude, look at Wraith King. Then look at Treant.
That Treant is. That nose.
Look at that nose. He knows.
He knows. I mean the Wraith King sets are so badass.
Let's see. Second game between Storm and TNC.
Okay, so for team fight, let's think. Storm has good team fight overall. Undying Shaker Veno, it's a little bit stronger than what TNC's got. TNC's team fight is kind of weak, actually. So again, Storm has picked a good chunk of team fight. They've got decent lanes. They just can't let the Storm go out of control, pretty much. If Storm starts to pop off, the game is going to get really troublesome for them. So goals for Storm is do okay in the laning phase, try to get that rush, the typical Drow.
Prepare for
Oh, okay. They're putting the Drow Ranger mid.
And what's the reason for this? What are you trying to dodge?
They want the Drow to get solo levels, and they're trying to dodge him getting completely crushed by like the Tree Wraith King or the Tree Willow that's going to be down here, or the Wraith King Willow that's going to be down here.
We've seen this done at least once, right? Mid one played the mid Drow.
Okay. I thought you meant the Veno. I was like, I think I've seen Liquid do the Veno.
In terms of putting the Drow in the mid lane.
Okay. How'd he do?
I believe you probably did. You not see the clip of Weehawk getting the Sunstrike? That was the same game.
Oh yeah, you're right. So he was playing the mid. So
yeah.
who was safe lane on that one? Let me check.
Have a look. They did lose that game.
They did lose it? Okay.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, I think
that was the game they lost against Pain.
Okay.
But yeah, we have seen a mid Drow before. Didn't work out. See how Resolution can do.
30 seconds to battle.
The thing I like about that as well is this lane is so disgusting. Veno Undying. Oh, that's a nasty lane. Not a fun lane forever. It's going to be down here on TNC. We'll see how TNC do deal with it.
3 to start, though.
Well, I think because they probably thought that the Drow would be in the safe lane.
Yeah, more than likely.
And you had 3 heroes down here. Drow's not going to have a good time.
Now they know.
They do. We'll see how they make how they do sort of look to keep the lanes, because at the moment, yeah, it's going to be Sam H left on his own top against this dual lane of MSS and Snake King. So we'll see how things move around. SVG just try and go across and take the rune from them, but Raven will be able to pick it up in time.
He can just TP if he gets a good position. He has to watch out for the root, though. He's okay. He's just going to hold it and walk back. As Tree walks between the creep wave and starts punching Yawar.
It's a lot of damage.
Actually has to walk away. And he's just going to wait until once you get in tower range and TP to the tier 1. There we go. And Willow goes top. So they've got the Wraith King Willow top. Which still, I mean, they still should get bullied by Nature's Prophet, just with a couple fissures. Even though the Shaker doesn't give too much in the lane, it's the trees just supply a lot.
And how can we expect to see Reza do in the mid lane, trying to CS in this 1v1 against a Storm?
He's got good base damage. You're going to be able to get farm. You're just
the
going to get
attack animation's so nasty.
Yeah, you're just going to get the lane pushed in under your tower constantly because of the static remnant. You have to just make sure you get your last hits under tower. That's it.
So bottom line, SVG. Bit of a punch here by Cuckoo, but I mean, look at poor Ray. 12 decay. He's only sitting on 344 HP. Look at that.
Just one attack makes. Oh my God, 2, and then another decay.
Pain. Oh, he's gonna hang back.
He wants to hit. He wants to try to get double decays off. Oh, Raven. That is not a happy Clinks. And on the other side, it's not a happy Wraith King either. So 2 lanes looking very good right now for VGJ.Storm. Well, mid lane, Armel is doing just fine versus Rezo.
Armel, well, salve back up to full. And yet Raven just being kept well and truly away from the creep wave. Still 0 CS at the moment, 2 minutes in because of SVG's pressure.
Yeah, and during this, yeah, like level 1, SVG's also level 1, but Yawar is spam denying, so almost level 3 on the Venomancer. SVG has a lot of strength built up here. Don't think they can get the chase down. They don't have an Orb of Venom either. They'll be fine.
Top lane, Snake King falling very low, and Sam H gets the kill.
Wow.
Very, very well done by Sam H, and in fact, salving up. Just put the Rave Fire Blast to keep his distance, as you know Snake King's going to be on his way back. Sam H.
They've got Mango in a fissure. They want to get some blocks going.
They blocked the path off.
Force him to go the other way. He might still just be okay. Yeah, he's fine.
On lane. Towards Cuckoo. They've got the Gale upon him. SVG a little bit low. Cuckoo does have the heal from the Leech Seed. In the safe. SVG comes for the trees.
Oh, he's in tower range for a second.
He was. Takes a slap. Mid lane, Resolution doing very well, keeping toe-to-toe with Armel. 14 for 4, 12 for 3.
And this is going to help their side lanes fully. That extra damage from the Drow, or Snake King's getting that +8.
I mean, it's a bit of a ticking time bomb. Once he hits the 6, and Snake King has like treads, the side lanes are not going to be fun at all for TNC.
Yeah, and Yawar is already hitting for 60 on the Veno too. Has the Aquila pretty much finished too. Okay, he dropped the item. Interesting.
SVG?
SVG was just suiciding. He didn't want to wait. He didn't want to waste the time of the 24 seconds when you do neutral, so he just suicided to creeps, so he can pick up the Wraith Band items and bring it to Yawar in that bottom lane. So you see the Undying walk toward the Veno, deliver the full Aquila, and now Yawar is really, really strong in this bottom lane. His damage is it's like 70, 77 already.
I mean, is there nothing they can do to sort of make the lanes better for Raven? Is it like, is he not going to have a better time top? He's still just sitting on 6 CS.
He's still just gonna get poked by the... Oh, Armel getting hit by MSS, got blocked. You caught the end of it.
I got it. We don't miss kills hit.
Top snaking. Just keep these out. Yeah, I think they have to move the Clink stop. I think this is a disaster for Raven. But Wraith King can't actually be bottom. He'll get nothing versus Veno. So this might be the best of the worst for them at the moment in the lane.
Oh man, and with that kill, of course, Reza getting that XP boost. He's going to hit 6 at a very good time. He's halfway through level 5.
Jeez.
Cuckoo's going to rotate top.
All right. Maybe he can try to help them a bit. He's got level 2 Leech Seed.
It's going to be Raven's on his own now, though. Guess we get some solo XP, but...
We're looking for MSS.
Careful, they do manage to find the stun.
They don't have the damage.
MSS.
Oh, he walks into the second route.
Oh!
Oh, he walked into the third route.
Oh no, MSS!
Oops. They probably didn't have the damage if he actually didn't hit the 2 routes, but they do 140 damage each.
I mean, it looked like it's snaking not
180
push,
even.
Does snaking not push him into the second route with the sprout?
It kind of looked like he did, right?
Snaking.
Snake. We'll blame Snake.
We'll blame Snake. Raven still just level 2. He's got a TP out.
Dusted. All right. Make some use of dust. Minus 90 gold.
Dire's middle tower.
Such a slow start for Raven because of these lanes.
And Rezo's level 6 now.
He is kicking
Akila
out
turned on.
27 to everybody else. Top lane
Armel?
snaking. He's getting run down. They do manage to find the stun on snaking. Snaking in trouble. Same time mid.
got
Armel's
6.
fine. He got 6.
He just takes 6. MSS put a ward down and was trying to go for the dive, but... This tower is getting taken because of this precision aura on the catapult.
Look at this, 6 minutes in.
One more hit. 27. Is Armel going to deny? He's not.
In lane.
Snaking also going bottom.
I mean, as soon as that level 6 is online, they're just keeping the pressure up.
Yep.
They're just starting to take these towers like nobody's business. 6 minutes in.
Everyone's got plus 27. Oh, all the range heroes.
Playing some fast-paced Dota 2. Oh, Raven.
They've
the
got
skeleton wall,
dust.
but indeed, they've got him. They've trapped him in the sprout. He'll turn with the strafe, get some damage out onto Yuar, but it's not enough. And Raven, the aggressive tips as well. MSS being a cheeky boy.
I think they're feeling incredibly confident in this game already.
I think the fifth pick drow was so nice.
Yeah, the Clink's offlane is level 3.
And I mean, that's the carry as well.
Yeah.
That's Raven.
All right, Armel, it's up to you to bail them out.
Gonna zip him. Going in onto Yuar. Will manage to find him. The fish is down. They do get the Curse Crown onto the 2 of them. SVG. Tombstone has been lost as TNC coming in, defending that tier 2, and will find 2 core kills.
Good moves by Armel.
Armel
They bring 4.
Could be that power that brings TNC back in after a little bit of a tough laning stage.
Yeah, they're gonna need him to just make moves around the map so that this Clinks can find something. The gold difference isn't that bad. Like they're actually like TNC's ahead in gold and experience, but you can feel that overlooming pressure where Clinks just is level 4, nearly at the 8-minute mark versus these heroes. Like the supports are higher level than him. They're getting some kills on the board though. So 6-2. How's our levels doing? All right, Willow. Tim's is very high level this game, nearly level 6 already. Even with some of the cores. Mid lane Armel. Close to dying with that level of Gust and the Wrath of Nature from snaking.
Another tier 1 tower in trouble up top.
Close the map.
Raven just cannot afford to go anywhere close to this.
What's Cuckoo doing? Level 5. Starting to get some levels in the living armor. If they can try to defend these tier 1s, he can start to heal them back up, but Storm is really forcing the issue.
Get a little bit of a heal onto the tower under the fortification and living armor.
Yeah. Still, inevitably will go down here. Huh. The Veno wards actually don't do enough damage to break the level 2 living armor yet, so it was not losing its instances for quite a bit. Healed it up a decent amount, just makes them slow down, but they do finish it off. Sam H and Tims begin their push down bottom, but that is a full HP tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's time to move around as a 5-man as well. VGJ.Storm. 9 minutes in. Cuckoo eyes on SVG.
Gets a ward down, sees SVG placing that deep ops ward down too. SVG being stalked by Armel. They're going to go for this.
There you go. Zipping upon him. And SVG will get taken down. Another kill for Armel.
Good moves by Cuckoo, just being in that positioning there. Gets him a D ward, also watches SVG walk forward and get the kill.
Down bottom, MSS will come in to hold the pressure off the tower, pick up some levels, try and work his way to getting that 6.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wants down here. He just wants to be able to get some farm. The thing as a Shaker is when you're playing as this 4-0 is you're very sacrificial. You're giving up your levels and your farm to enable your offlaner. Nice fissure block to claim the bounty.
Resolution coming out pretty far in the middle lane.
Raven's still only level 5 though. He buys the tome for himself. They're gonna give it to him.
Oh, the gust from Rezo, setting up for Snake King's coming, but Snake King won't go for the attempt onto Tims. Tims has the Shadow Realm and will be safe. Storm have to back away. Resolution 500 got away from having his Dragon Lance. Still top net worth. Armel very, very close behind, pretty much even. As he closes towards his Kaya.
Raven's gonna get this tome delivered now too with an Aquila, so should take him up almost to level 7 even. That's quite a, that's, you know, on the way to the recovery. Same level as the Venomancer once he uses it, but not nearly as much farm. MSS also has the tome being delivered, so level 6 coming out for the Shaker, and MSS has gone for the 2 points in the aftershock, so wanting to chain the spells after the Echo and the Smoke. TNC very close to the bottom lane with their level 7 Clinks. They want to try to find something with their wards. Snake's going for mech. They're really looking to go for their timing push.
Just get everything.
They're probably going to get
early finish.
Yeah, look for an early rush and then just go for the siege.
That's the MSS. Scouted out by Raven, they'll get themselves the Shaker.
Deep ward that Tim's placed earlier. Able to find MSS.
SVG just trying to pick up his level 6 now in the bottom lane. But they're heading over towards him.
He's got his boots, he's happy.
SVG seeming aware as well. Carefully make his way back behind the tier 1 tower.
How much plus damage do we have now? Plus 51. Not level 12 just yet.
So plus 51 at 12 minutes in it.
51's a lot.
The power of Drow.
Helps everybody farm just that much quicker too. So you are in the jungle with the Veno wards plus this aura. Kills creeps very quickly. They can apply so much pressure to towers too. If they're able to get a kill, they can transition this into an easy tier 2.
So they can get up on top lane. Tims. It's going to come in from the sort of the low ground and we'll spot out SVG. Bottom lane, Sam H, just trying to finish up the tier 1 tower. You get TNC's first tower. Top lane. Cuckoo's got to be careful how far he steps forward.
This is an important situation here for TNC too. Sam H gets the last in the tower, pretty much has Blink Dagger finished now too.
Pressure will be out from MSS, holding back the Willow so Tims can't get in with the Bedlam.
Oh, gives him a tip too for that. Of course. As the Veno wards, level 4, build up. They pressure the tier 2. The dust comes out.
They do find Cuckoo. Fishes up in a second. Out it comes. The Terrorize will be there, but no, he's going to hold back on it. He's only going to go on to Resolution. The rest of the team's already in there, able to dodge it and get in onto Cuckoo. Cuckoo pops the ult, but it won't save his life. As Cuckoo falls, so does the tower.
Are they going to start punching high ground here? Looks like it. They've got the mech.
13 minutes in. The root only going to catch onto the Veno. Those crowns down onto Snake King. The silence onto Sam H. Let's have that reincarnate though. Tim's quick with a Shadow Realm. Sprouts down to get those Treant Towers. The tower, tier 3, now less than half health.
The Venom wards in the treants. They jump forward.
He's ready to blink in and initiate. Armel looks to zip forward, but actually holds it a little short. That's going to be Samich. He's going to lose Reincarnate straight away. Armel gets onto the Snake, but there's the mech, bringing them all back to full health. Now Samich trapped on the wrong side of the Fissure. MSS trying to lead in, looking for an Echo Slam opportunity, and there it is. Samich down, slam onto Cuckoo. Cuckoo will fall, and so does the Tier 3 tower.
That's a Rax.
As Storm, 14 minutes in, with the plan pressure, having this 5th pick Drow's trap.
There's no wave clear on the side of TNC to slow this down either. No one can really poke the Venom wards, and these treants just start adding up. It's 14 minutes, they just got a full Rax.
Yeah, in that draft, I think you can tell they just really did not expect the Drow.
They did not expect the Drow, and I love that Snaking went for the mech. I think this was the perfect build this game instead of going for anything else. They know what their timing window is. They know they can go for the siege. They look at TNC's draft and they're like, there's literally 0 D-push. Usually you see at least one, like a Crypt Swarm, a Dragon Slave, something. They have nothing on the side of TNC. Bramble, yeah, that doesn't count.
Dire are scanning.
Cuckoo. Got the 2 bounties. Bottom of the side, yeah, TNC will get 3 bounties this time. They are on a smoke mission as well, Tims and Armel.
Yawar seems to know as he backs out and joins his team for the smoke. Yawar's gone for a Spirit Vessel too, so yeah, all about the sustain, all about going for this just push, 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 and they're not even going for the Roche. Cuckoo.
Yep. To open up and close the gap.
MSS has a dust, so if he does fade, they decide it's not worth it, it's too far. As they do spot Armel on the high ground here with their ward.
Fish is back up in a second.
Tims has been spotted.
Oh, and he's surrounded. The Fissure comes out, actually onto the 2 of them. Armel will look to try and fight for the mech. Again, healing up the team. Tims goes for the fear. Does manage to catch on pretty much all of them, setting them back. The Nature's Prophet ult comes out, but they've already lost Resolution. So 1-for-1 Resolution buys back. They've got the stun onto SamH. SamH does not have Reincarnate. Buy back from Tims. But again, Storm able to keep themselves ahead in these fights. Armel is out of mana. They look for the Fissure opportunity onto Tims, but can't quite follow up. A Resolution buying back, they really are just going all in for this moment of the game, Storm.
Their timing. Again, though, the mech. An item that is not purchased too often. You can see the power.
And now they'll go for Roche. With that buyback expended on Rezo, they want to get him that Aegis.
And they're going to get it with ease. Will TNC be able to even set up for this one? Unlikely. It's going to die too fast. They even pop the Flesh Golem for that amplification, just to make sure they kill it that much faster, as TNC is smoked up trying to get there in time. However, they will not. Cuckoo?
Oh. They see him, he comes out of the trees and they've got him.
They had a sentry placed down there anyway, even if he didn't. But yeah, I don't know. I think maybe he got like just too far of one of the trees. Bit of a misstep, and now TNC, they're trying to get the wraparound.
Yeah, they do have a bit of a wraparound. And they go, looking straight away towards SVG. SamH with the disable onto MSS. SVG gets the tombstone now, but he's dead. MSS dropping the echo. He's got the damage, the control, allowing Resolution to punch into Raven. Raven's gone. Armel still with mana left, looking to play around, trying to find MSS. One more zip forward will do it, but the rest of TNC are crumbling. And SamH tries for the link up to the high ground of the TP, and he will make it away. But Raven's dead, so is Tims. And Storm's still in position to push.
They're going in with 3. As the zombies walk up and give them vision. Just kidding, they're going to get back. They're claiming some shrines, picking up all their gold, all their items that they picked up through their gold. Shadow Blade for Rezo. And it's a full pipe for snaking. Completed.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Snaking's just spamming Wrath of Nature every time it's up, keeping those lanes constantly pushed in. Just look at the lane equilibrium. It's just always on the side of TNC. It's only 18 minutes. Cuckoo, been spotted.
And they pop down the sentries as soon as they catch wind of him. Cuckoo gone for 30 in the Storm. In position to take that final tier 2 tower on the bottom lane. And once again, consider going up towards the high ground with that Aegis.
With Mech Pipe Aegis. Uh-oh. Armel, do you have your Orchid finished? It looks like you might. You're going to have to get some miraculous zip-throughs to slow this one down. As they offensively glyph.
Terrorize does catch on to a couple. They'll continue to push on through it. There's the old drop down by you are with the Fisher. There's the zip in. Armel trying to make something happen, but he has to zip back out because, yeah, with the pipe, it's too much
and Tim's
magic resistance
to all the magic damage from the Venom as they claim it. They're going for an easy Rex here. Armel jumps forward.
And jumps out. They just don't have the D-push.
Oh, they know. They definitely know that they cannot stand a chance versus this 5-man right now. The Storm is not... It's not your level 18 Storm where your zip does a lot of damage and you've got this big mana pool. No, you're only level 14 and they've breached.
Breached 2 lanes.
Yeah. 2 racks before the 2 sets of racks before the 20-minute mark. Full map control. Bounty runes aplenty going to be spawning soon. And they've got everything available to them to be able to continue this lead. As Raven trying to go for a BKB, but they don't have damage. They cannot go through this mech through this pipe. As MSS has the Blink Dagger, I believe, being delivered out on the curve. Raven gets spotted. The Blink Dagger.
They found him. Slam in, drop down just to hold him in place. Sprout there as well. Raven is gone. Storm back towards the mid. The final set of racks just 20 minutes in. Walking over TNC in this game too after a very close and exciting game 1. This has just been VGJ.Storm all the way to the bank, and indeed the Terrorize does find him sometime though. Armel will find MSS, but he's solo, has to zip out.
He's gonna die to the
zombies.
Zombies and damage.
Oh, SVG gets the triple kill with the zombies. GG is called.
Wow.
Game 2 is over. The Drow pick, 5th pick. Very successful. You said they've done it a few times, and
yeah,
TNC, I guess, just skipped their mind going into that final pick. The Storm could grab it.
5th pick Drow into 0 D-push. Actual no D-push.
The dream Drow pick for Storm, and it worked out flawlessly.
Yeah, worked out amazing. And inside those middle of the fights too, at that last fight, like everyone gets clipped by Poison Nova. Wrath of Nature bounces through, and you just see all of them dying just to the AoE damage, just the dot damage as well. That was a very good game plan from start to finish from Storm.
It was a straight out draft, and
it's just a strategy.
Yeah, the strategy, as you say, they were more than prepared to know exactly what they had to do with this Drow Ranger strat in terms of timings. As you say, snakings, itemization.
Loved it.
The mech, the pipe. How do you deal with that? There's already, as you said, no D-push on TNC's lineup. And in terms of teamfight potential this early on when it's brought to you, as it were, you just do not have the damage to offset a mech and a pipe at sort of the 17-minute mark.
Yeah, I actually don't know what they could have done on TNC with their draft to deal with this type of this Drow.
And I don't think there's anything Storm could have done better. I think they did it perfectly.
Yeah, I mean I agree. Maybe Snake and giving First Blood was like the one thing there, but yeah, I mean, just looking at TNC's heroes, they severely lack damage to deal with this type of push, and they've got no deep push versus a Drow push strat.
And I mean, Storm just looking terrifying. Now, there's 2 more wins.
They are now
in the bag for VGJ.Storm.
They are now 9-1.
9-1. So, who was the team that took a game off them?
It was the game that we did, remember? It was Optic when Zai was playing Tiny.
It was.
Yep.
Zai's Tiny, the kryptonite, as it seems, of VGJ.Storm. Everything else they have absolutely destroyed. More wins, 9-1, top of the group comfortably. As that will also separate them too, because TNC was second in the group. This is going to be the series that does separate sort of the 2 top spots. For now,
they got pushed down, and VP does go at no spoilers.
Spoilers.
VP does go up ahead a little bit by TNC now, but TNC they've still got 4 games total, right? Yeah, so it's 16. So yeah, they should still have 40, and they still have a chance if VG does bomb out the rest. They do have a chance to be able to
maybe make
get to the top of the standings.
Yeah. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's VGJ.Storm versus TNC ending the series. 2 wins for Storm. That is it for now. Don't go anywhere. There's going to be more Dota 2, of course, coming out throughout the day. I'm right here in just a few minutes, so don't go anywhere. I'll see you shortly.